This meeting
Gunline.
is being recorded.
What the fuck was that? Holy shit, that scared me. Gunline. Fire mission coming down. I'm your host, Lopez, and you're listening to Beyond the Gunline podcast. I believe it's episode 255. So go on and pop a squat, y'all, because it's about to get hot. You are on the Gunline now. Today, I am joined by the co-host, the one, the only, the man with the master plan to take down the master race. Good old Lee Hunt.
Gang. What up?
What it do, man? I want to tell you, your twisties are looking pretty good, brother.
Thank you, man. I like it. I like the process. I really like the fact that I got this done right before I start school.
Word. Oh, you started school now?
On the 20th, and I'm the only male in this class. I'm the only man in this class.
Well,
so,
who identifies as a male as of now?
They're all women in this class.
Yes.
It's like even from the owner and everybody down, it's just women.
Sounds like you're getting into a predominantly woman field.
I am.
Oh.
Well, this is just something that I'm because I'm bored.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm bored. I have a friend that's already taking this class. Oh shit! I forgot to go pick up scrubs.
Oh shit! Well, there you go. Now you remember.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we're doing this here today because it gave you the necessary mind frame that you need. And anyways, moving forward, brother. I'm glad, man. I'm good. It sounds like you're rebranding yourself, into a new career.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. You know who else is doing some rebranding?
Who?
The Army.
Us Army.
Yeah.
The Army is rebranding.
Yeah, the U.S. Army is rebranding to be all that you can be. Which I used to love those commercials back in the 80s and 90s, bro. Like, there's so motherfuckers air assaulting, rappelling down the motherfucking or jumping out the helicopters or airplanes and shit, shooting artillery, fucking battling with tanks, just some good old fucking makes you want to go blow
Cooks
shit up.
doing their thing. What was it? So it was Be All That You Can Be, an army of one.
Mm-hmm.
Then what was it? Army Strong. And then it went back to
Army
Be
Strong.
All That You Can Be.
No, it went back to Let's Be Gay, and let's go ahead and show Emma with her two mothers, and let's be all sensitive, and let's get a group together, sit around a campfire and sing Kumbaya. And that failed horribly. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm happy that they're going back to the rebranding, because it needs it. But along with that, I'm hoping that they also go to the commercials at work. They were corny as fuck. Let's be real.
Propaganda.
Corny. The acting was horrible.
Not commercials, propaganda.
Call it what you want. I mean, anything that you disagree with, you're going to either say it's indoctrination or propaganda. But I mean, it's the same thing that y'all do.
It's propaganda. There's nothing wrong with it. We all know it's propaganda. These are exactly what these commercials are.
It's hiring. Right. It's a recruiting video. You want to recruit them to come in. Now, that's what I'm saying. They need to bring back the fucking good shit, even if you're not going to do that, even if you're going to be an S1 clerk. But, fuck all this sensitive bullshit. I was watching the goddamn commercials they got out there right now. It's too long and it's too fucking boring. I had zoned out of it like by the first 20 seconds. Like, this is boring. There was one of them that was good, which was with this one dude who was walking through like the Civil War. And then, some other shit that was good, like all the wars that were involved. That was pretty cool. But they need to make it more aggressive, because at the end of the day, we want to get a certain type of person in the military. All right. And that's a person that's aggressive, that's ready to go blow shit up. Yep. And while he's stepping away, that I was watching the videos and they're just not straight to the point. Show me some motherfuckers. Just show me one MOS at a fucking time. If you want to go like that, like show some motherfuckers out there all fucking dressed up and decked out to go fucking do battle drill 1 alpha. No, that'd be too much with sniper shit. But I'm saying, like, they're like on a battle drill. They're going to go clear houses. They're going to go some realistic shit. You know what I mean? And not no motor pool shit. No. Don't show me that. Don't show me no paperwork shit. Show me some shit about motherfuckers going out, flanking, and shooting motherfuckers up. All right.
But that's not everybody's job.
Okay, exactly. But that's what gets
So what you're saying is what you're saying is you don't want people to cater to people's feelings, but you want people to cater to this illusion of just being a killer and not showing what the real army is.
That's what the army is supposed to be about, though. Again, I want a certain mentality. Let me ask you: when the Marine Corps shoots out their motherfucking videos, they're not showing motherfuckers doing S1 work. They're showing motherfuckers going out there slicing imaginary dragon shit. All right, and it makes you like, yeah, I want to go do that shit. They show you the cool guy shit. You know, why do I want to? This is not a corporate fucking job. Now,
then why show somebody?
At the end of the day, when they come in and they can talk to the recruiter, like, hey, this is what got me in here. At least they got them in there. Now, from there, hey, there's these other vocations that we can apply for. But the cool guy shit is what's going to get the cool guy mentality motherfuckers in.
No, because this is where I disagree. Because, like, why even build somebody's head up to that? And then when you're building their heads up to that and they get to the real army and they're seeing this shit to where, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to fucking go kick in doors and I'm going to train to do this shit. But even the infantry guys are like, we are literally just sweeping the fucking motor pool. This isn't what I signed up
to
for.
The army. I mean,
but so once again, you, like you said, man, you predicated all this lie.
Video. It's a recruitment.
It's propaganda and it's bullshit. So why not just tell the truth? Why not just be upfront and truthful about shit?
Because and I'm not saying always going to be like that. We got to get prepared to be at war at any time, though.
Yeah, I got that, but I'm not saying make shit like glorify and just make it seem like you're just going to be in the motor pool, or you're going to be doing this and.
Are you going to tell me whenever you have fire missions coming down, you didn't have fun?
No, I had fun.
All right, then. Why can't we put that shit out there?
You can. No one's saying not to do that. But if that's the sole thing that you want to do to bring people in, that's the problem. I'm saying, okay, maybe some people don't want to do cool guy shit. And they just, because you know what, that actually, as you've seen, that actually turned people off. They were like, we're going to war to die. This is not what I signed up for. Okay, so you know what?
Hold on.
No. Let me finish.
No, we're not. We're gonna die,
bro. They did not. At the end of the day, everybody is a rifleman. We got that.
That's bullshit.
At the end of the day, everybody is a rifleman.
That's the Marine Corps shit, and that's
even, bro. That's even in the United States Army. At the end of the day, everybody is a rifleman.
Is a rifleman. I'm a 13 fucking Bravo field artilleryman.
Okay, so once that howitzer go down, what are you? You're a motherfucking rifleman.
I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. Rifleman is a position in the squad.
A rifleman.
No,
you are a rifleman. Once that howitzer goes down, and the motherfuckers are like in Vietnam, and they're overrunning fire base. Guess what? You've now became fucking infantry.
Shit, I'm doing direct fire, baby.
Yeah, that motherfucker's down, dude. You are a rifleman.
I'm doing degraded
rifleman.
But what I'm saying,
rifleman by default.
Okay, got it. So with that shit said, everybody's a rifleman, then, right? Per your words, then they should already come in with the expectation, like, hey, war kicks off. I need to get my ass out there and be ready to fucking die. Not like, I didn't sign up for this. Well, guess what? Yes, you did. Everybody has an idea of what the military is. Everybody has seen Full Metal fucking Jacket. Everybody knows what basic is supposed to be like, or what we had a perception of what it was supposed to be like. All right. Yeah. So when you join the military, you join with the expectation that you might die someday in combat.
So with that being said, have you noticed, like, or seen even these drill sergeants? They're like, listen, these senior drill sergeants that train the drill sergeants, they're like, we had to adapt our way of thinking because this does not fit the mold no more. It's not molding the Army to XYZ standards. And I'll give you a perfect example. When we came in, what were we training to do?
To go to war.
Okay, you say go to war, but what tactics were we using? What era tactics were we using?
How do you mean? Like what?
We were still, the doctrine that we were still using was basically the Vietnam doctrine.
Okay.
What
has changed aside from urban operations?
What? That's the thing, though. That's the thing. That's where I'm coming at. That had to change. So what happened was, after they was like, listen, this Cold War era, Vietnam era training that we're doing, that is not going to work. We have to adapt. We have to find something that's going to get people better prepared. So it's not us changing our standards. It's changing with the time to better prepare.
Give me an example.
These soldiers.
Like what?
Well, a perfect example. You have the what was that thing called that replaced the PT test? That even replaced. You had like regular PT, and what replaced that was PRT.
PRT.
Then you had like our PT test getting replaced with this whatever it is called right now, an
ACFT or
FTET.
something.
Yeah, that's getting changed. Like they said, man, we had to adapt. The reason for it being adaptive was because they were like, listen, there's certain stressors and tests that's going to have to supposedly happen during combat. So we need to put these tests as our new PT test and gauge if these soldiers are going to be able to do this.
Go for it. I'm cool with it. But let's be real of why everything got changed. Because we started saying, they don't have the same standard. We want to make it gender neutral. Everybody can fucking take the test. If you pass, you pass. If you don't, you don't. And what happened? It didn't fucking work. So guess what? We still had to make them gender specific. I am with you 100%. Look, the females are in the fucking line. They're in the field. Make one fucking test to join the army. Got it. And honestly, to those that motherfuckers that are like, oh, bare minimum is standard. That's fucking hot goddamn garbage. That is the garbage mentality that they don't need in the fucking military, bro. Like, it's garbage. And I know you're like, well, it's a standard. It's a standard. Okay, would you settle for a 180?
Man, I settle for a 181. Like, fuck you. Because guess what?
That's now. You wouldn't do that shit.
Guess what? With my mentality now, because guess what? It's not all it's going to say is I met the standards. Did he meet or exceed the standards? If I scored a 181, I exceeded the standards.
And that's fucking garbage. You know what?
Did I exceed the standards? Is the standards 180? So basically, standard is 180.
You
exceeding the standard is 181.
You just want to be run of the mill. That's all I want to be.
Gray soldier.
That's not a great soldier.
No, I said a gray soldier.
A garbage soldier. That's a Wilson.
A gray soldier.
That's a fucking Wilson.
That's not even no Wilson. That's wouldn't even do that.
Fucking Wilson, bro.
No, because you know what, bro. I heard that term twice in my military career. Be a gray soldier.
Okay.
In basic and at SFAS. When we were going there, they said, listen, if you want to make it through, be a gray soldier. Don't be too hot. Don't be too cold. Be right there. Don't fall behind. Don't necessarily because they didn't need to see that right now. But it's not a 181
soldier, right? It's maybe a 250 soldier.
It's a gray soldier.
About a 250 though, right?
No, we're not talking about like on PT standards now.
Oh, no, we're talking all around as a soldier.
All around. No, a gray soldier is somebody that will not only meet the standards, but exceed the standards without over exceeding it. So even if I'm at a 200,
is not over exceeding, bro.
Even if I'm at a 200, guess what? I'm still in that gray area.
That's garbage. I would say 225 to 250 is a gray area.
Listen, I know back in the day, like you said, back in the day, I was not putting up with that. And I got it.
So what's the mentality that changed, Hunt? What changed your mentality?
The fact that there is
what stopped you from wanting to better yourself?
It's not being better. It's not bettering myself. I could better myself. Listen, I could better myself and still consider myself to be a gray soldier, to where I don't have to just go out and have the spotlight on me. That I can go out.
Being a spotlight ranger. I'm talking about being a motherfucking soldier that people look up to. That's fine. That's cool. I'm saying, why settle for fucking less than what you can do? You're cheating.
But that's the thing, though. Who said? But that's in the eye of that's in perception.
Okay, there we go.
No. Because what I'm doing, some soldier may say, you know what, that motherfucker's going above and beyond the Call of Duty. Goddamn, Sergeant Hunt just completed this fucking ruck march, and he's doing pull-ups right now. Goddamn, that's motivating me. I don't think I'm going above and beyond the Call of Duty. I just felt like doing this shit. I don't think that makes me any more or any less. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I can do some pull-ups. I ain't got shit but time on my hands.
Time out.
Did the pull-ups.
Time the fuck out, Lee Hunt. Time the fuck out. Your air assault wings.
Yeah.
You didn't think you was better than the average soldier because you had air assault wings?
Oh, I at that time I knew I was.
You knew you were. So you know that it makes you a better soldier. No,
but ask me what my time was.
What?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
You came in 2 minutes short. Gotcha.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. Didn't go above it, didn't go beyond. 2 minutes and I got my shit.
Because that's something that's a little more difficult and stress related. That ruck march ain't a fucking joke. We're not talking about a fucking 2 mile run. In regular PTs. We're not talking about a PT test that all you had to do was X amount of push-ups, X amount of sit-ups, and a 2 mile run. And motherfucker still barely got a 180, bro.
And I've seen NCOs get mad at soldiers for that, and I'm like,
the NCOs
listen,
that
y'all
would
can
get
hold a
mad. The only way I would get mad at my soldier, which none of them actually ever failed. I mean, they were just fat bodies. They were on profile anyway. But if a motherfucker is giving it 100%, if I see they're giving it 100% and they only get a 181, you know what? You did your 100%, because I get that my 100% is not going to be equal to your 100%. Specifically, let's go to a run. You could outrun me all day long. All right.
Not anymore.
Oh, I'm sure you still can, buddy. I'm at 241 pounds. By the way, I lost some weight. I was at 255. I'm down to 241. I'm working on my progress. But what I'm saying is, Hunt, what I'm saying is, if now where I would get mad is, first of all, what am I doing incorrectly for this soldier not to be passing their test? Am I not doing remedial PT with them? All right. You know what I mean? Now, if they're giving 100% and they can only get a 181, got it. That's all you can do. You know, we'll try to build you up for more. You know what I'm saying? But it's not fair if you know that they can do more, because they're cheating themselves. All right. And they're just being lazy at that point.
No, it's
there's
okay.
no
You can
room
cheat
for
yourself.
laziness.
You can cheat yourself all you want, but guess what's not going to happen? What's not going to happen is, and this isn't so much retribution. Now, you know what I'm saying, and it's being fair and impartial. The fair and impartial thing is, okay, we have soldiers that are doing XYZ. These soldiers are going to be put before you because they've outperformed you.
Right.
So now that you're wondering why the fuck that, not necessarily, you're still going to get those favorable actions. You may be a little bit down the line because we're going to go in order of merit. Yeah. But you can't complain because this is what you put out. So I'm not going to get mad. Exactly. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to say that you didn't do your best. This is what you wanted. This is what I have to do as a leader. I have to reward those that showed up, showed out, and wanted to be here and showed that
if you are not throwing up after a run, you didn't give it all. We know
I never threw up after a run.
That you had more to give. You had more to give. You need to be like, so you were naturally fast though. I remember the one.
No, I wasn't.
Bro, I'll tell you who was naturally fast.
What?
Bro, you black and weigh about $1.15.
Bro, no. Do you know how much I struggled? Bro, I used to struggle in basic and AIT. No shit, man. I struggled to pass my runs and to have those like 12s and 13s. In basic and AIT.
Okay, but you could have done better is what I'm saying. I'll tell you somebody who I admired when he ran. PJ, I swear to God, I felt like I was stomping and beating feet like a motherfucker. And he was just
floating.
Yes, that's the correct word. Like he was just floating, like, woo, like not even breaking a sweat, bro. And I'm over here like
effortlessly. She was effortlessly with PJ.
But yeah, dude. But back to circling back, like Jen Psaki, all that you can be. It's even in the motto. Be all that you can be, not the minimum standard you can be. I think it bring back.
But what if that's what if that is all that someone can be?
What?
We don't know. We don't know if that's all that they can be, and they're giving their best. And like I said, if they're throwing up, like you said, if you see them throwing up, you see them just pushing. You can tell that they're shaking. You can tell on the push-ups. You can tell that they're just struggling, trying to train
more. And we need to see how to get them better, bro.
But that's all that they can be right now.
Right, exactly.
Right now, that's all that they can
now. Exactly. Right now. What I'm saying is, though, you can still build them up. You can still do remedial PT. Because remember what they always said, PT is just going to keep you where you're at now. If you want to improve, you got to do shit on your own time. 9 times out of 10, a lot of us say, fuck that. All right. So, but I know, for example, that when I became a sergeant in Korea, I didn't want to be that shitbag that fell out of runs. So I would take my happy ass and run on the weekends. I didn't want to fall out on the coast to coast runs, or where we used to run from the Hobie Gate all the way to motherfucking to the fucking Camp Casey gate and back. Those are some long ass motherfucking runs, Chief. And I didn't want to fall out, and I enjoy being able to finish the run. You know what I'm saying?
Would you believe me if I told you that was one of my biggest fears? You probably wouldn't believe me.
What?
Yes, on them long ass runs that we had in 277, like the battalion run, that was my biggest fucking fear, that I would fall out. Even as a specialist, as a corporal, as a sergeant, I was like, fuck, man, I'm gonna fall out. That was one of my biggest fucking fears.
I'll tell you what was one of the things I fucking hated. I can tell you what I hated when we would go on those long ass runs all the way to Warrior Way, come back down, and you think You about to finish because we're coming right by the battery in front of the 4ID PT area. I mean, yeah, 4ID museum. And then we kept on going, head out into 3 core. Like, where the fuck are we going? But the thing that pumped me up, though, the thing that kept me motivated and pumped up was the pace was good for the run. And 2, the cadence calling. That's what kept me motivated. I was motivated because the cadence calling. Until I started hearing that where my granny was, that was done. I was chucking deuces on that shit.
Was that from Cunningham?
Oh God, I don't know. But that shit would just arc me. And then also another motivating factor of not falling out was that my chief would smoke the dog shit out of you if you fell out. So
I was always scared to do that shit, man. Like people that's one thing I never really revealed to anybody. A lot of that shit was out of pure fear, man.
And that's good though.
Like my running was out of pure fear. Good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was fucking afraid to fall out of that fucking run.
The only time that we should be running away from a fight is if we about to get overrun and killed, and we had an ammo, chief. You better start running all in the ass.
Oh, and guess what? We become a fucking rifleman then. At that point, we become a goddamn rifleman. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, bro. Dude, so that's one of the topics I wanted to talk about. I think that one went pretty well, bro. I enjoyed that topic. Let us know what y'all think about the All You Can Be. I think that they should bring back the high speed shit. Show like a 13 Bravo MOS, or just show the 13 series in general.
They did that shit. Remember a couple of years ago where they had all the but the other dude was shooting this way and everybody else, like, bitch, where the fuck are you shooting? Who, rear the piece, face the piece, bitch. Hey, go ahead and
apply TGPCs, baby. That motherfucker was all the way over there.
Hey, go ahead and run child with supply real quick, guy. You good?
Bro, I think every artilleryman I think saw that shit. It was like, wait, you got this way. This motherfucker shooting that. Hey, bro, it must have been motherfucking what was his name? What the fuck was his name, bro? The wigger from Detroit. The white dude.
Ariano.
It must have been him, Mr. Fucking Occupies Backwards. Dude, I remember when he was going through like rehearsal or practicing for occupation. You know, he was an E5. He was a young E5 at the time. And
we both were. Me and him. Me and him both were.
Okay. Well, no, and he was occupying, and fucking 3 guns are facing this way, one's facing the other way.
Shoot it.
Somebody did occupy right, but I mean, I get it. You know, you're young. I remember when I was an E5, bro, and I was getting certified on my first gun out in Korea. So my smoke was Smoke Right. He loved himself some dark women, by the way. He liked his women like he liked his coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Just like Scotty J.
Black. Oh,
just like.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Him and them two would be like best friends, bro. But we was out there and he was certifying me, right? And I swear to motherfucking God, I was shaking like a fucking leaf, bro, because I was nervous, right? It's my first time firing live in Korea, which they pound in your head. You fuck up, you shoot into North Korea, that balloon's going up. You know, I'm like, God damn. So, I mean, I've done all the dry fires, but this time we firing for real, right? And over there we had
taking the fuck out of safety T.
Bro, we have the Annex Juliet out there, which basically what it meant was that you had to read back all the data before you fired. You know, you had to read back all the data to the FDC. You didn't just verify it there and then get verified. No, you had a, all right, gun 6, I got 3 rounds, shot HE, lot alpha whiskey, charge 361, all that shit, bro. And then they'll be like, okay, check. And then you go fire. After all that, bro, and of course the chief seat's up. I haven't earned that seat, you know. And it's like, you know, number 6, stand by. I'm like, and my hand is fucking shaking, bro, shaking. I'm looking at the red light. I'm looking at the lake key light, like, okay, late back, late actual command with intolerance, no warning messages. All right, good to go. Yeah, I still remember that shit. And then all I hear is motherfucker behind me go. I mean, obviously it didn't sound real, but I was so in the fucking moment when he yelled boom. I fucking jumped, bro, like a bitch. I was scared. And he looked at me like, what's wrong with you, Chief? Chief Shakes? You gonna be all right, Shakes? I was eventually all right, you know what I'm saying? But he gave me a little nickname called Shakes, and thankfully it didn't catch on because I left right afterwards. What I'm saying is we all have those tense moments. Luckily, I never occupied backwards, you know?
Yeah, everybody gets it, man. And then, you know, it gets to the point to where, like, it just comes natural, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro, when I was, and right hand to God, it got to the point to where when I was over at Fort Sill, and I was an instructor. The first sergeant, I'm dead serious. The BC looked at the first sergeant, was like, "Do we even have to be out here for him?" And then fucking, because I had to certify. I was training this other dude, and he just could not get right. And I'm like, dude, you're embarrassing me now. Like, I'm the one that's training you. Like, you got to pick this shit up, my dude. Like, come on, man. And so they did that, everything with him. He got certified, and then it was my turn, and they were just like, we didn't have to be out here for him. It's like, they walked, and then the mic off was like, hey, wrap it up.
That's what I'm talking.
And what I liked about that so much, man, is like when we go out to 4-5 West to go shoot, the big colonel will come down, the brigade commander will come down, and like, I shit you not, man, Smoke and fucking LT would always bring him to my fucking gun.
Nice.
And this is like, he would always get out there early. So once, we're still doing our occupation, because we had to walk them through that shit. It was a slow process. Hey, this is what we got to do right now. All right, everybody get off. All right, so this is what we got to do. All right, hands on trails. I need one person to get the spade out. Go ahead and hook that up. All right, driver, drive. All right. All that shit just going slow with everything.
Oh my God.
And then, you know what I'm saying? It would be like, Colonel would be like, okay, so what did y'all learn? And students would be like, well, Sergeant Hunt said you have to do this first, that. And it's like, okay, but why? Well, I'd be like, fuck you, motherfucker. You got me. But the colonel fucking loved it. The colonel used to always love coming to my gun and just listen to me teach.
And that's one of the things that I enjoyed as an NCO. I'm sure you enjoyed it as well, was teaching. Because one of my things that I remember was when I was in 19 in Fort Stewart, there was this one soldier. I'm not gonna put his name out, but he couldn't get shit. Like, he learned a little differently than other motherfuckers. Some people you got to hit the hammer with, other people you got to use a screwdriver. You know what I'm saying? Will the hammer work on the guy that needs a screwdriver? It will. It'll get the job done eventually, but it's just easier to use a screwdriver. You know what I'm saying? So I just started simplifying beyond Barney style. You know what I'm saying? But it worked because you could see it click. Like, his eyes lit up, bro. And I was like, all right, he got it. He fucking got it. And afterwards, motherfuckers will come from other sections to come and hang out in my gun because I was teaching them, and I believe that's a direct reflection from the NCOs that I had. I'll give you an example. I remember one time I was on guard, and you had actually come by to go check on us. This is while we were doing guard out there in Fort Hood, actually. You probably don't remember this. And I remember you were like, you think I'm gonna be out there, shoveling sand with them soldiers and shit like that? No, I ain't gonna do that. I'll show my face though. I'm gonna show my face and talk to them for a while, crack a few jokes, maybe get my hands dirty a little bit. But I did my time. But you were there and talking to us. You weren't talking down to us. You weren't, talking. You weren't a Roy Croft, okay? So that motherfucker was a piece of shit. So that's one. And then Tank would always fucking take the time to fucking teach us things and talk to us. Not every day is expected to be a fucking shit show yelling session like it was in boot camp, because it's not like that. The Army is not like that. The only time you get yelled at is if you're fucking being unmotivated or if you're being garbage. That's the one thing that people I don't think understand about the whole yelling thing. If you got yelled at a lot out of sight of basic training, it's because you were a fuck up.
Yeah.
Or it was a shotgun blast.
Yeah. Huh? What are you doing with your life, guy? Got to get right. But it's like you said, man, it's just like you got to know who you can have that carrot with and who you got to have a rod with.
Yep.
And you got to know how to finagle things to learn it. You got to really, that's one thing that, like, I don't think that, and I don't know, and I'm not trying to speak ill of the Corps, but I think that a lot of NCOs nowadays, they only want that whole yelling thing. But it's like, listen, man, you have to adapt your way of motivating people, of teaching people, of leading people. And you see that because I know this might lead into another topic, with a lot of these soldiers and like how they are on social media, and they're like, oh, I hate the Army because of this, I hate the Army because of that. But it's like, okay, just think about it. If these leaders knew how to properly motivate somebody instead of, just yelling, and instead of like some of these cases that are going on with NCOs and officers, Like, just think about what would happen if it's not placating, it's not bending over backwards to these soldiers.
I don't know.
It's still
You
letting
used
them
that
know.
word yesterday on your live, placate. I don't know what the fuck that means. I can't even spell placate. All right. You're using fucking FTC words on a fucking gun bunny. All right.
You're using that's a $5 word.
But no, what I'm saying is like, look, the times that you got yelled at was when you fucked up. All right. It wasn't yelling at all the fucking time. So when I get told that I shouldn't be yelling at some people need the motherfucking yelling because they need that fire in their ass. It's not even about yelling. It's about being stern. You know what I'm saying? Because me being stern can come off like I'm yelling when I'm talking to my daughter. You know, I'm talking to her and I get the serious tone. I'm telling her, Emily, this is what needs to get done right now. She thinks I'm yelling at her. Like, I'm not fucking, you don't know what me yelling is. Some soldiers know what yelling is. If you can't get right after I told you 5 motherfucking times how to load, fire, clear the 240 Bravo, step by fucking step by the numbers, I'm gonna be yelling at you. I am, you know. Sorry,
I'm not. I ain't gotta yell. I ain't gotta yell at you.
did, because the thing is, I would get pissed. Especially when I'm like, step 1, retract this. Step 2, do this. Step 3. Nah,
I ain't gotta yell. Listen, this does more power than yelling. Okay. You know what? You're right.
I got you. I got you.
It has more power than yelling.
But I do want to hit on something that you did talk about, which was the social media. All right, the social media. I think that.
Oh shit!
I know. I'm
5 minutes left. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah. Oh fuck. We're gonna.
No, we can still run it back, bro.
Well, you know, we'll have to put a pin on that one because I got to go pick up my daughter. Oh, actually, can you give me an extra 10 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So the social media thing, I was running it by you know, a couple of friends that we know, a couple of our friends, and asking them like, you know, if we would have had Instagram or, you know, TikTok when we were fucking soldiers, you know, how much trouble would we have been in? You know what I mean?
We'd have done the same shit they were doing.
We were doing it. However, I don't think that we would have put it up because we would have gotten our asses reamed.
We would have did it. You know why I know we would have did it? Because back at that time, they were, even when MySpace was around, what did they say? Do not fraternize. NCOs don't have your soldiers on your shit. Soldiers don't have the NCOs on your shit. So it was that line right there that people were not willing to cross.
Right.
So we'd have did this shit because we were like, well, you know, so-and-so ain't on here.
Right.
And as long as we weren't doing too much crazy shit, yeah, we may have had to feel the wrath of some shit, but we'd have did it.
But not too much crazy shit like it is now. Like these motherfuckers out there talking about whooping majors' asses and fucking, you know, we did fun shenanigans. Fun shenanigans is what we did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, run around butt naked down a motherfucking gun line. That, well, can't do that now because that's harassment. But that was fun shit back then. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think that things would be a little bit different. But, you know, so I think also in my head, it's a loud minority. It's a very loud minority of motherfucking soldiers that are making this big fucking sound echo for the majority and encapsulating the whole army into it. I'll give you an example. Those idiot fucking pieces of shit that were out there like, fuck no, I wouldn't join the infantry. I wouldn't tell anybody to join the infantry, blah, 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 blah. Why do that? When I came out, I was fucking pumped up to be a 13 banger, bro. Like, fuck yeah, I'm a 13 Bravo. You want to be a Bravo? Hey, if you're for hard work, fuck yeah, come and do this shit. I wasn't like,
that's their opinion. Why you want to lie about it? Like, why would you want somebody to lie about their experience? If someone asked you, would you recommend this? Fuck no, I wouldn't recommend it. Or fuck yeah, I would recommend it.
You should be proud of your MOS. You should be like, you should say, look, it's gonna be hard. If you like being out and fucking being wet, tired, sleepy all the time, fuck yeah, it's badass. If not, you're gonna have a bad time. That's it.
I'm not gonna lie, low key, I kind of wanted to be like an MP when I first came in, but they only offered me infantry and artillery. Yeah, I low key wanted to be an MP. I didn't want to do shit combat related. That shit was not glorifying to me. I never thought that made me a man. I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to get the fuck out. And I was like, fuck it, I'll do this shit.
No, and I got you. I'm 100%. I myself wanted to blow shit up. I wanted to blow things up personally. Okay. So we all had different frame of thoughts.
Yeah.
They wanted me, the Army, big Army was like, oh, wait a minute. You were a dental assistant. How about we bring you in as an E4? You go to basic training, you go to AIT, and you come in as a specialist. And I'm like, what am I going to do? The same thing you're doing now, but for the Army. And I said, no, absolutely not. Well, what do you want to do? I said, I want to be a fucking tanker. Well, we don't have that open. You don't have tanker open. Okay. Well, how about Calf Scout? Yes, I almost went the gay route to Calf Scout. Thankfully, that one was closed too. And then they were pushing 13 or that dentist shit. And I was like, no, I don't want that. And they were like, we'll give you airborne. I don't want to be a dental assistant. And I always say this. How would I have looked at the VFW while everybody's telling their cool guy stories? And they ask, hey, what did you do while, during the GWAT? Oh, brother, you wouldn't know. I had to fight in the battle of the never-ending tooth decay.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have been in the
VFW. Gingivitis. Fuck that,
Technically, well, I think unless they changed it, you wouldn't have been in the VFW because, matter of fact, you were a veteran if you'd have deployed overseas.
Bro.
With them. But who cares?
I care.
Who cares?
Okay? I care.
Why?
I do.
Because it's a machismo bullshit attitude.
Call it whatever the fuck you want. I like it. Is it wrong?
You know what?
Wrong?
No, it's not, because guess what?
Okay, then.
On some level, I still have it too, because guess what the third was? The third was my 20th year anniversary of leaving Fort Campbell, headed to fucking Iraq.
There you go. Happy anniversary, brother.
So I got in. I kind of, like I said, I was just giving you a hard time, but I know exactly what you're talking about because
I know you always give me a hard time. Yeah. Trust me, Hunt.
I could be like, yo,
I know.
I could be like, you know what? Hey, I was in the initial invasion, baby. I can say something that a lot of motherfuckers can't say. That initial push, baby.
You're right, and that's an honor that you have, bro. And, and believe whether you say it or not, I don't give a fuck. But I know that gives you a little stick my chest out just a little bit stronger because.
Oh no, it does. Oh, it does.
All right, we got less than 1 minute. I'm gonna send you out one more link, and we'll knock out another for about 10 minutes. Is that cool?
All right, bet.
All right, pimp, because we about to talk about your TikTok.
All right, bet.
All right, and we are back with the second and final part here of this quick podcast. On this one, we're going to talk a little bit about Hunt's TikTok influence and what he discusses out there. I wish I had 1,000 followers on TikTok because holy shit, would I get on there and stir the fucking pot. So yesterday they were having a discussion and that had to do about real women and what is a real woman and whatnot on his platform. And y'all need to go check it out. It's King Virgo 82 at TikTok. So y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Okay. If you're on the Tickety Talks, y'all make sure y'all go follow King Virgo 82. All right. King as in King, Virgo as in the sign Virgo from the horoscope, 82 as in the year 1982. You don't get my shit taken off. You're gonna get my shit taken off.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, trust me, I've had a lot of shit taken down because they were like, "Oh, you had this in the background."
God damn, it wasn't even nobody's. It was a parody. It was something from TikTok.
Exactly. Now on TikTok, you're able to do that shit though. I've noticed. You know what I'm saying? On TikTok, you can have music playing in the background. Nobody comes in there and saying, "Nope, can't play that." We have to take you down. On Facebook, God forbid, on Facebook, I put something on and it barely hears like 3 chords of a song. Because all of a sudden, like, your video was taken down. YouTube is even fucking worse. They'll mute the whole shit, But anyways, I was just letting the listeners know before you came on to go visit King Virgo 82. All right, go look for him on TikTok. Okay,
yes,
you can't miss it. It's him. It'll say that bot. It's me again or something like that. That boy.
That guy again.
Oh, that
guy again. We are 300 and roughly 97 people away from hitting 20K.
Congratulations. I can't believe there's so many fucking small brain
people they care what the fuck I have to say.
Well, I care a lot about what you got to say because ever since I started getting your notifications of when you're going live, I jump in there and your motherfucking mods mute me in a heartbeat too.
Yeah, I've told him about that shit, man. I'm like, listen, man, unless people are being just outright racist or bigoted or any kind of phobic.
Yeah, if they're okay, see, that's the thing though. It's all open to interpretation because the shit I say is considered transphobic. For example, when I say a real woman, what is a real woman? To me, a real woman is someone that was naturally born a biological fucking woman. Anything else than that is not a real woman. All right. Sorry, you're not. And if you're going to bring up the hermaphrodites, hey, they get a choice on what they want to be sexually, because, you know, they have both genders, so they could play whichever side they want. So whatever. But with that, let me ask you something, Hunt. If I was to get some fucking implants to make my biceps look bigger, make myself have a big chest, have some calves, have some thighs and shit, am I really a strong man?
A strong man?
Like, yeah, am I really buff? Am I really strong? Does that represent me as a strong person?
No, I think that just may be you with body dysmorphia.
So, but that's what I identify as being somebody
As what, a strong man?
Yeah,
okay, well then go for it. It's not gonna hurt nobody.
But you would think it's body dysmorphia, though, right?
I would think that you may suffer from that.
Okay.
So, and just because I think that, I would have to ask, hey, why did you do this?
Right.
Is it you did this because you felt good about doing this and you felt like you needed, like this was lacking in your area?
It's just how I feel.
Get the aesthetics that you want. This is listen, I suffer from body dysmorphia.
Would it be fair that people who are in that situation that, you know, end up doing certain things to their bodies to appear as something that they are not, but they identify as, would that be body dysmorphia?
No, it's not body dysmorphia. I think that if anything, they may have gender dysphoria.
Okay.
If you classify that. And I also think, once again, that just made them being like, I don't feel comfortable in this body. This is what I would feel comfortable in.
But we would agree that it's some kind of mental issue.
I can't say this. Like, God damn it. Who am I to say it's a mental issue? I understand that gender dysphoria and body dysmorphia, people could say that they are mental issues. I don't think it's a mental issue. I don't think my body dysmorphia is a mental issue. I think it's just me not liking the size that I was at. I'm not going to say I have a mental issue because I have body dysmorphia, just like I'm not going to say I'm an alcoholic because I drink alcohol.
Well, an alcoholic is somebody who depends on alcohol to survive.
Nope. And there's no such thing as, if you look in the DSM-5, there's no such creature as an alcoholic.
So
there
it's just a made-up term.
Alcohol. It is. There's alcohol dependency.
Okay.
And there's different classes to alcohol dependency.
Okay.
But according to the DSM-5, there is no such creature as an alcoholic.
Word. Okay. I just learned something today. I never considered myself an alcoholic because I drank a lot. I was just a shitty drinker.
Yeah.
You know, and especially speaking about that, I got my Pawtucket Pale Ale back there.
I see, bro. Listen, you're talking to somebody that went to ASAP/Sudsea 6 times. I can argue this with you.
So, oh yeah, we together on that one, brother, dude. But check this out, man. Check this out. The reason I was saying that is because I caught a little bit of your conversation yesterday about the fucking what is a woman, trans woman, or trans woman, real woman, and I'm gonna tell you what people don't like hearing. No, they are not fucking women. They think they're women, but they're not women, bro. They're not.
The conversation was erasure. It was, why do women feel like trans women? Well, why do cis women feel like trans women are replacing them?
It's why do women feel that trans? Because I mean, if they want, why not just say women all across the board then? Because you have to differentiate them, right? Between trans and cis. Cis being the real one. So as long as we agree that cis means real, we're good.
Yeah, but some people don't even like that.
I'm just saying, cis means real, right? Biologically real.
I believe so. I'm not even front with you. I don't even know the term, what it means.
Well, when you go on TikTok live, let them know that you were speaking to your homie on the podcast today, and he says, as long as we agree that cis means real biological gender, then we're good.
Yeah.
That puts them in a place where they're like, okay, I am not a real woman. That's what it boils down to. When you want to call me a cis person, fine. As long as we agree that means that I'm the real thing born as it, cool. And it reminds you and puts you in your place that you are not. You know, when we start getting to the
put you in your place. Whoa. Yeah. What year is this, buddy? What year is this?
It's the year 2023.
Like Bill Barr. Whoa. What year is this?
Nah, dude, because it irks me, bro. It irks the shit out of me. To me, that gets to the point where you have these other African motherfuckers, they're not the African motherfuckers, the motherfucking Afro-Indigenous ones that say that they were here that there was no Indians when Columbus came. And already that other book you told me about, pre-Columbus, I already saw the debunking on that. If people want to go learn about that, just go ahead and Google.
That's erasure. So the people that do that, they participate in indigenous erasure.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. I do not participate in indigenous erasure.
And I applaud that.
What I said is I believe that the indigenous people were here. The indigenous people were in South America.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that my people traded back and forth with the indigenous people
in
South America.
100%.
I believe that we had a working relationship. I believe that we did have statues over there too.
Okay, I can agree with you that they hung out, but there was no influence either way. All right, there was nothing that influenced either culture. Okay, that's. I
think we were superior and advanced, and our superiority and advancements did play a vital role.
There he goes pushing buttons. Because flip it around, let it be a white guy telling that to a black guy.
Yeah, I would be like, well, yeah, but history shows that we taught your people how to wipe y'all's ass.
That's what they say. Yeah, you still.
These are the same people that almost got wiped out because of a plague because they didn't know how to wash their ass.
Hey man, I don't know about all that shit. I'm not gonna spew out Google talking points. You know what I'm saying? Because all that does, what I get to at the end of the day, all that does is separates versus unite. I'm looking to try to unite motherfuckers into one goddamn culture. Get over your motherfucking self.
That's what I was doing.
Get off your high horses and be one. Okay? Look, I get it. You gay. Handle your business. Don't give a fuck. You want to dress up like a woman and play Barbie? Handle your business. I don't care. But if you come around me with a motherfucking wig and a goatee, you can't blame me for being like, hurt. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're looking like a rock star, from the 1980s. Got it. Handle it. But I'm just saying, don't fucking start confusing people. All right. And then get mad. And then as far as the they goes, yeah, I'll play your game. But don't think that I think you're right for it. I think you're retarded. Just going to be plain and simple because it's either him, her, or it. That's all there's to it. Moving forward. One last question, because I do got to go pick my daughter up. Can I put on like a darker complexion to become more melanated, as y'all call it, and consider myself black and identify as black?
Well, here's the deal. I don't think you can.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, it's a no. No, it's a no. And here's the deal with that. There's somebody else that is on TikTok that I just had a private conversation with. Dude puts on, the white face, and I'm like, dude, you were just as wrong for putting on this white face and having this persona as Chad as Melanie over there is wrong for putting on this fucking black face and having a persona of Persephone. Like, you're wrong just like it.
Why? That's what they identify as. That's their truth. Let them live their truth. Ain't that what y'all be saying?
Yeah.
And I'm saying y'all on your on King Virgo. Yeah. And trust me, I'd be wishing I could tap on when it says requesting. I'm like, let me on this bitch. Yeah. Because you know what? All of a sudden, when it becomes too real, like, oh no, you can't do that. Oh no, you can't do that.
Well, listen, I can't. You know what? You're right. I can't tell somebody what they can't do. If they feel like doing that, do that. What can I say? I don't have the power to do that. I don't have the power to tell you that you can't do it. Do what you want to do. You're absolutely right. Because
how would you feel about it? Are they really black?
Honestly, I think I would be a hypocrite when I say that a part of me doesn't give a fuck.
But would you consider them to be black? If you know damn well they ain't black, and they say, I'm black.
That's like Maria Biggs. She swears up and down she's black. And I'm like, dude,
no.
Okay.
Yes or no? Or would you laugh and feel like, motherfucker, you out your
I'd be like, okay, hey, I would be like, hey man, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to go down this road? Do you know what you're about to encounter? Do you know the headaches?
Okay.
If you know the headaches,
and they want to put that, and then they come to you and be like, of course I do.
Listen, man, you know what's crazy? I've actually I do my best not to even use that talking to my fellow black people.
I've started trying to kick my way away from it as well, not because of the derogatoriness, but more because of my kids. I don't want them hearing it. And my youngest one is a sponge. Emily calls me out all the time. She's like, Dad, you can't say that word. Like, yes, I can. Anyway, so that's a whole other topic for a different day. Because she hears me when I'm talking to my brothers. And that's just literally how we fucking talk. But it's natural. What I hate is when it comes out like forced, or not forced, but like you could tell when motherfuckers grew up in that certain neighborhood and at certain, like Paul Wall, I think would probably get a motherfucking pass, but I can't hear him doing it just out of respect. But I'm telling you, when he was growing up, I guarantee you he talked like that amongst his homeboys.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Right. So exactly. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to get that. I want you to hopefully have that discussion on your platform and see what do they think. If trans women can be considered women, real women, can transracialness be considered real race? Is Rachel Dolezal a sister? That's what I actually
seen some of her. I actually seen some of her OF content.
She has an OF.
Yeah.
For real?
Google. Yeah, like Google. Like all you gotta do is Google.
Oh Rachel yeah, dude. I don't fucking pay for OF.
Yeah,
I see what the name is, bro. I learned that.
Rachel Dolezal OF pictures.
OF.
Boom.
And then
it's like
images.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I can see why brothers was tapping. I can see why brothers was smashing.
I'm just saying.
I can see why.
Because I mean, you know, I'm just saying though. But is she black? It's her truth.
She's had enough black dick in her to be black, so I don't fucking know.
Oh my God. I love it, man. I love it. It's always a two-way street with you, baby. But no, I mean, these are real conversations, though. These are real conversations we have on the gun line. I appreciate you being here with me, Hunt. As always, we have a good time, good conversation.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you're gonna well, I don't know what you're doing for
spring break.
Spring break, man. I'm gonna be around your area type place. I'm gonna be over in Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going camping out there. So shoot me a text if you want to come down to the spot where we're at the lake. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come down, if you got any family think they want to come down, want to go shoot the shit out there and go swimming at the lake for a while, you know, come on and kick it. Huh?
I don't think they can swim.
Bro, the water is not deep.
Down?
It's not deep. It's a very shallow lake, and it's like it gradually goes down. So it's not like they could just jump in and sink. So I'm just saying, if you want to go, because that's where I'm taking the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about building memories, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do some s'mores and in the evening. S'mores. Yep. I didn't have a s'more for the first time until like last year.
God damn, guy. The fuck?
Motherfucker, we had weenie and tortilla. Okay.
God damn, yeah.
Hey man, it's been a pleasure here. I did want to, before we go, Anna, my kid can wait. Real quick.
God damn, Chief. No, go pick your kids up.
No, real quick on TikTok. I went on there and I asked a question about if World War III was to pop off. All right. And motherfuckers were struggling on bodies, right? And I mean, they're trying to avoid implementing a motherfucking draft because it's all volunteer force, right? And they gave y'all an offer like, hey man, we get it. You're disabled, you're retired. We ain't gonna fuck with your money. You'll get your E6 pay. You come back in as an E6. We'll train you up for 3 months to get physically in shape as well as become proficient once again into your MOS. We're trying to avoid, because we already pulled all the reserves. National Guard has to stay here. We left a couple from National Guard here, but we need some motherfuckers out there. Would you do it? A fuck. That's gonna be not just a no, but a fuck no. But they'll train you back up, man. They'll get you in.
I ain't doing a goddamn thing, man. Listen, I've had a back spasm. I have back spasms for the last 2 days. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My hips constantly pop all the fucking time.
And by the way, before you show bellies,
yeah, I have 2 torn quadriceps. I'm not doing shit. You feel me? Those tattoos are fucking fire. Yeah, I'm not doing shit, bro. My body is not there.
I'm just saying. So I did notice that they get a lot of got a mixture of reactions, like as far as like on the YouTube and on the TikTok.
Yeah, I seen that on the YouTube. They did have like there were people interacting.
Yeah, and I mean, I appreciate y'all that are interacting with us. Do me a favor, send a like, or it builds up the algorithm, y'all. And on the TikTok, if y'all comment on it, the hell was that? A ghost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as a matter of fact, I can show you some crazy shit too, and you can be like, "Oh my god."
Word.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh. I'll take a picture and show you. Okay. Somebody's been plotting on me.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. You know what?
No, I'm taking care of it right now.
Good shit. You know, as much shit as we talk about on here, you know, one thing I want y'all to understand that Hunt and I love each other. Don't we, Hunt? You know I love you, right?
Bromance.
Hell yeah. You know, we ain't scared to tell people we lovers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, man. Listen, man. Like I'm not going too far in shit, but I've recently there's some fucked up shit. There was some sad shit that's been going on, and I've been reaching out to a real close friend of mine. I'm like, listen, man, I love you. I'm sorry you're going through this, but I love you, man.
Word. You know, but yeah, we're not afraid to tell people we love. I'm not afraid to tell you I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I tell people, listen, a real man is not going to be afraid to hide his emotions and show his emotions.
So we're good lovers to one another, right?
Pause.
All right, man. On that note, I appreciate your time, brother. I'll holler at you. Thanks for being on here with me. We're definitely going to hit some more topics next week. I want to dig a little bit more onto the would you re-up, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to read some of their comments.
I'm gonna shoot you. Before you go, I'm gonna try to send somebody your way, man. He was a 13 Bravo over there. Our mutuals with him, and we've been talking shit back and forth about shooting each other. So I'm a
then y'all both need to come on here. Y'all both.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him your way.
No, bring him with you. Mm-hmm. Bring him with you. You know what I'm saying? So we could do that shit.
He was out at Carson, matter of fact.
What unit?
He was in the Paladins.
What? How long ago?
I had to get with him, but yeah, he was over there. He's a light-skinned cat.
What's his last name?
I just knew it from TikTok, man. He's a light-skinned cat, tall. I'll send you one of his videos.
Yeah. Like link me one of his videos.
Yeah.
Oh, let me guess. Did he have a haircut? Was it a fade?
Yeah. Did he have waves?
Did he have a last name?
Yeah.
Did he have U.S. Army on the left side of his chest?
Was it US Army? Like 4ID on his left arm.
All right, y'all. With that being said, let me know what y'all think about the new motherfucking All You Can Be commercials. The first two that are out, one's Shway, the other one's hot garbage. Thank God they don't got Emma up there again. Bring back the cool boy stuff, the cool guy stuff, all right? Bring that shit back. Get motherfuckers dick hard to want to go jump out of planes and rappel out of helicopters, all right? Yeah. All right then, y'all. Rounds complete. End the mission. Gunline out. Catch you later.
Peace.
Peace, motherfuckers. March order. Oh.